It is a rematch. The Blackheart versus the Devil. It is MJF versus Ciampa. But this meeting is a little bit different. This meeting is no countout and a 15-minute time limit, as MJF got them counted out last time. But now he can't get counted out. He can't see, even though he may see Ciampa as a threat, the match will end in a draw before it ends in a countout, because there is no countout. So, I'm not going to say there must be a winner, but it's making it harder for there not to be. It's making it harder for there not to be a winner, and for the match to end in a draw again. As MJF rolls to the outside for the first time, Ciampa follows him, but MJF gets himself back into the ring. Ciampa follows him and hangs him up with a neckbreaker. Ciampa is not afraid to make you regret getting in the ring with him, and a hangman's neckbreaker on the top rope or across the top rope is exactly what will make you regret getting in the ring with the Blackheart. Ankle picked by MJF, but Ciampa's too close to the ropes. Juju got Tommy, and MJF does the smart thing when he applies the cross arm breaker, sitting on Ciampa's arm that was next to the ropes, so Ciampa can't reach out to the ropes to get a rope break. But MJF was not able to hyperextend the arm in the cross arm breaker to be able to take full advantage of it and get it fully applied. That's the word. And Ciampa's able to get out, deliver the snap suplex, and then 1 count. MJF Snapdragon suplex by MJF. Ciampa sidesteps him, tries to tighten up the hamstring of MJF, and nails him with a discus lariat. Lateral press. Only a 1 count. There's nothing simple about being in the ring with the Blackheart Tommaso Ciampa. He will make you pay, and he'll make you feel it every single time. As Ciampa, Project Ciampa, lateral press, and MJF kicks out. Ciampa looked to make quick work of the Devil himself with a Project Ciampa, but he nails MJF with a jumping knee right to the butt of the jaw. Goes Ciampa, and Ciampa's not afraid to play a little dirty, choking the life out of the Devil. That doesn't sound all that bad. Choking the life out of the Devil, that don't sound that bad. Another knee to the butt of the jaw of MJF as Ciampa is taking it to MJF. A knee right to the bridge of the I don't even know where that knee connected, but either way, it looked like a nasty freaking move. No matter how many times I see it, that move doesn't look any less nasty. Ciampa with a big clothesline takes down MJF, but MJF powers back up. Half and half suplex takes down Ciampa. Half and half suplex takes down Ciampa. Running neckbreaker takes down MJF. Ciampa's measuring MJF. He's still looking to end it early. Ciampa's still looking to end it early, and he's going for the fairy tale. No! Max reversed him, and drops him with an Alabama Slam. Max reverses him and drops him with the Alabama Slam, and is back to attacking the ankle and attacking the knee of Ciampa. We saw Max go for the ankle pick earlier in the match, and now he's focusing on the knee of Tommaso Ciampa with 2 repeated attacks to the right leg. Make that 3 repeated attacks to the right leg of Ciampa, and now he goes for the lateral press. But Ciampa kicks out at the count of 1. Again, in the month of March, the focus is Memphis wrestling, because in Memphis, wrestling was real, and the focus is the King of Memphis, Jerry the King Lawler. I know it's random, as these two keep fighting back and forth and trading soup bones right in the middle of the ring. One man can't get the better of the other, as now Ciampa's back up, but MJF sidesteps him. MJF drops him, and now Ciampa rolls to the outside. His eyes are glazed over, or it looked like his eyes might be glazed over. As Ciampa is now on the outside, MJF's coming off the top. Flying cross chop by MJF. Takes down Ciampa on the outside. Ciampa rolls away. Goes for a discus lariat, but MJF was prepared and put his hands up. Ciampa blocks the suplex on the outside and takes down MJF with a chop block. And then Ciampa stalling suplex, making it worse by letting the blood go to the head of the devil himself, MJF, and finally drops him with the stalling vertical. But again, back to that nasty looking thing, and it actually looks like he doesn't get hit in the face. It looks like he got hit in the chest. But a mistimed strike there, MJF split open from ear to ear. Speaking of a mistimed strike, right to the top of the head with that knee by Ciampa. And these two are taking full advantage of being on the outside. Inside cradle on the outside. There may not be count out, but there's sure as hell no pinfall. As these two finally get themselves back into the ring. It's honestly the first time I'm actually doing a match with no count out. But MJF gets taken down with a guillotine. MJF wants to do his own submissions. Ciampa's gonna welcome it. Ciampa's gonna welcome it and go for his own submissions on MJF. Ciampa back to the combination and nails MJF on the butt of the jaw. But MJF surprises him. Roll up. Lateral press. Only a 1 count. Goes for the running neck breaker, but MJF counters it and hits him with a German. He dropped him with a German. Drop kick. Beautifully executed by Ciampa. Just so fluid. The best drop kicks are the most fluid ones. And Ciampa's up top. Diving knee off the top by Ciampa. Diving knee off the top by Ciampa. Ciampa's measuring him. But MJF reverses him. MJF blocks the kick. Ciampa reverses MJF back. Discus lariat. MJF reverses him back and hits him with a German. MJF can't stand a Ciampa. Now these two are just staring each other down as MJF. I think he's frustrated. I think he might be getting frustrated. He was finally feeling it, but it seems like every time he's feeling it, and it's the same for Ciampa. These two can go counter for counter, and that's the reason why MJF got himself counted out last time. It's because he thought he was going to lose to Ciampa, and he'd rather get the count out draw than take a loss. But these two are both up back on the outside. These two are both back on the outside as Ciampa gets taken down to the pendulum backbreaker by MJF. Pendulum backbreaker by MJF. Attacking the small of the back of Ciampa. Ciampa's back in. Ciampa gets himself back up. Ciampa is a fighter. We saw that in him as NXT champion. Ciampa with a last-ditch effort. He ain't giving up, though. Ciampa with a last-ditch effort. He ain't giving up, though. Discus lariat rocks MJF. Last-ditch effort by Ciampa, but MJF kicks out at the count of 1. MJF got caught before he can kick out, before he can roll away. And finally, third time's the charm. Third time's the charm for Ciampa. A fairy tale ending, but MJF kicked out. MJF kicked out. MJF kicked out. He's stretching out the face of MJF. Is Ciampa. Rough, tough. That is what Ciampa is. Rough and tough. Half and half suplex takes down Ciampa, and Ciampa does the smart thing, rolls to the outside. Again, this match is no countout. after the amount of times that MJF tried to get Ciampa counted out, and they both ended up getting counted out the first time, with the amount of times that MJF tried to get himself counted out, or Ciampa counted out, it was decided that MJF would have to defeat Ciampa, and it looks like he might have just done that with a sharpshooter. MJF gets Ciampa down for the count and wins officially. I don't know why MJF couldn't have just done that the first time, but again, it was a no count out affair, 15-minute time limit. MJF had to defeat Ciampa because he couldn't get himself counted out. He could have got himself disqualified, but it wasn't no holds barred. It wasn't no disqualification. It was a change in affair, as it was no count out instead. And those two, knowing it, it's almost like knowing that there was no count out. MJF didn't spend as much time on the outside this time as he did last time. But with that being said, that is it from me, and I will see you in the next one.